Okay, the T-103. This is take number 4 of trying to record this video because this tank is awful and I am over what anyone says about this vehicle. It is an awful vehicle. You should not spend bonds on this tank. I do not care if the gun is good, if the DPM is good. The problem with this vehicle is the platform it is on. It has no armor. It is big. It's not slow, but it feels sluggish in turning. And the accuracy on the gun, even though it says 0.3, will just miss shots whenever it feels like it. This is going to be by no means a review of the vehicle. This is going to be simply me playing free games and just getting this video out of the way because loads of people have been asking me to make a video on the T-103. And now that I've played several games, we've played 24 games, we'll now do a video just describing this tank and why you should not get it for bonds. Okay, so game number 1, we are on Berlin. Now, ironically, as soon as I try and tell you how bad the tank is, we get tier 6. Which is the only real case in which it might be able to do something. However, there's also not really heavy tanks on the enemy team. So, that's going to be fun. We're going to go here anyway, because when you are in a tier 6 matchup, you can be aggressive. And you can actually take positions that you otherwise wouldn't be able to in higher tiers. Even tier 7s, I wouldn't trust this thing's armor. Let's just now wait on this corner and just see. Gun, very, very good accuracy, as I've said. Let's try again, shall we? If anyone else wants to try and go around this. Ah, yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, at least that one went in. Now, it does have good DPM. It does have good pen. It means nothing when the tank misses. Let's now back off from here and try and go around. I really wish I could turn those planes off. They're so loud. We're going to try and go around this way and just see whether or not we can get a few shots in. It also suffers a lot from module damage, I found. I didn't mean to block that guy. I didn't realise until just now. Very good gun. Once more. You see what I mean? It just will randomly not hit. Let's continue. We need to be aggressive in this game and try and get as much damage out of it as we can. Because it's not very often that you get these games in this tank, to be honest. Usually you're on +2 and just getting obliterated. Which is very fun. Also, I apologise if there's some slight like stuttering. I don't know how to fix that at the moment. I'll be working on it over the weekend. Oh look, driver's dead. Very cool. Never seen that one before on this tank. There's 2k damage though. No, we just need to continue. So you can rack up damage if you're in a good matchup. Big asterisk there, if you're in a good matchup. Because if you're not, good luck. I mean, I should have just waited there. Man, artillery is very fun and balanced. You need to always remember that. It's good for the game. I'm convinced the shells do not go into the center. They're just not. I'd rather try and play a KV-2 at range. Ah, Mr. Udes, how do you do? Oh, this gun is awful. Jesus, man. I honestly cannot explain to you how much I hate this gun. Well, we can apply it. 3k damage. But I mean, that's to be expected. You're literally... Any tier 8 is OP in this matchup. I don't care what tier 8 it is. It is OP against tier 6s. There you go. There's the good game out of the way. We earn 195k because we're running 2 credit boosters. As well as obviously premium time and whatnot. Okay, so for our next game, we're in tier 10. And there is no way I'm going to the heavy corner in this tank. Yeah, let's try and see what we can do. I don't know why our FV is going that way, but yes, the FV215B, tier 10. But yep, top tier heavy tank, not going to the heavy corner. Okay. Let's go up to this bit and just see if we can get some shots across. I mean, we got spotted. Not too sure by what. Don't really have... Yeah, it's good enough. Let's say we don't really have ultra clean shots on that guy. Let's go forward slightly. There's the even 90. Very nice that we got him. And now what we can do is hopefully open up against this 140. Let me high roll that. Nice. Even 90 is not having a fun time. I mean, so far so good in this game. We need to be aware that the T-54 can just come down here at any moment. I mean, we're winning-ish. No, we're not. Drawing at the moment. Oh, our M60 had fun as well. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about on this tank, gun depression. The thing is, it has 7 degrees of gun depression, but because it's so bloody tall, it means nothing. Because you should have like 10 degrees with this tank, how tall it is. Not to mention that 7 degrees is kind of like at that really weird spot in the game, where a lot of ridgelines require you to have 8 or 10. And if you don't have that, it's very awkward to play. And if you're on 7, it's extremely awkward to play because you just don't have enough to play that ridgeline. Not to mention, you have to expose so much of your tank just to get a shot off. And always this cupola is going to be visible, no matter what you do. Like, it's directly above the gun, nearly. Can't really shoot that 140. Not without taking a lot of damage in return. But what I can do is now try and get out of this bit. This game is lost. There's nothing I can really do here in this situation. Well, 140 was a very intelligent 140 player. Of course, we low roll. We can't even roll for just a little bit more. I mean, we got the shot off, so it's fine. I mean, that one high rolled. Ah, another thing. Module damage. It just takes loads. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't know if I mentioned the module damage yet. But it takes a stupid amount of module damage. It's an unbelievable amount of module damage, actually. I mean, we're doing a nice little bit of farming here, but it's going to be all over in a second. Yep. I mean, when you're top tier heavy tank, he has no camo. What is it with people not using camo? I mean, we got 3.4. That's mainly just because of that the end game we just got ignored. You know, when you come top on damage, In this thing, in that scenario, where you had done no damage beforehand, you know that your team really did suck. Well, final game. Well, for our last game, we're on Glacier. Now, I'm just going to go to the heavy tank corner because there's nowhere else really to go on this map for this tank. I would not advise sniping, as we've established. Yeah. There's not a lot of options. Oh, man. The thing is, this tank, although you might look at it and think, you know, you've had some decent games here, Max. This is take number 4 of trying to do this. I got permanent 15-5 games where I would just do 0 damage. And like, as I've said many times, I'm all for showing you the really bad games, but that's not entertaining. And it's not going to be good for a video. I can tell you that, you know, it's take number 4 and I've constantly had the bad games, so I can tell you exactly how bad this tank is. But it doesn't really help to make a video. You know, when those types of games where it's just unplayable. And the tank doesn't help that situation. Because you cannot do much in those types of scenarios. Right. Well, we got a nice early on bit of damage. I mean, yes, we took one in return, but we're still positive on the trade. Should just be able to wait here, maybe? And just see what happens. It looks like our team's losing the other side of the map, though. I mean, as much as I would love to go and push this, like this VK is doing, he's just going to get clipped by the even 90. Even 90's dead. Okay, now he can push. Now we can push. You know, taking that clip for free, when there's no real way of you returning fire, that's not a smart move. But now that he's just fired, he now receives a stupid amount of damage in return. I'll be able to shoot this guy as well. Because, oh. There we go. I mean, we take another one in return. That's fine, though. Yeah. This guy's taken a hit. I've taken a hit. All is good. We're trading effectively here on this corner. Impressive. Okay, now I don't want to push this. Sorry. I don't want to push this. I'm going to go back around to the middle and see if we can then go ahead and shoot across, because there's no one at the back. There's no one back here. Right, as you can see, everyone has been spotted on the right hand side. Like, everyone is down over here or in the middle. So now we can go into the mid and hopefully get some more damage done that way. Okay, let's just go up here just to see if we can put one shot into this guy. Wonderful. We even set him on fire. We need to be careful, obviously, that the Yudas at the very back of the map can't start farming us in a second. See trees fall over there as well. So what we're going to do is go around this way and go into the middle bit. And hopefully that will give us a little bit of a better angle. And also a little bit more cover as well. I don't really want to get spotted by this Iron Arnie. I'm just going to wait until he dies. Trees falling over there though, which means that they're pushing up. They have been starting to push through. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would want to push through this. Anybody to shoot? Nothing much happening at the moment. I mean, we know that the Udez is back here still, though. In fact, the Udez is probably over this bit. Oh. Did that get knocked down, or was that just like... I don't really know. Either way, we have a decent spot here to shoot most of what we can. He's dead. Dead before I could even do anything. Oh, RT. Yes! Wonderful. Mission complete. If he goes back again, we can get a shot off. It's only if he goes back, though. I can try and move around, but honestly, it's just too slow. And the Indian Panzer is going to get there anyway. Oh, he actually did run away, though. Oh, we have no shot here. Very cool. I honestly thought that we would be able to spot him as he goes back, but I guess not. Just don't get this tank. It's so awful. It's actually an awful tank. Oh, there you go. Another win. Great. 2.4k. That's about average that you can get in this tank. No. No. It's an awful tank. Do not waste your bonds on this vehicle. It's not consistent. It has nothing going for it other than DPM, good pen, and alpha. That's it. The gun is derpy. It will miss just random shots, even if you're fully aimed, like you've seen. It is an awful platform. Absolutely awful. Has no armor, big old cupola at top, and no gun depression, considering how tall the tank is. No, I do not recommend this thing.